It's Devin again. Welcome to Debonair Dialogue. This is yet another episode. I'm so happy and excited to be here. Even more so excited because I have a guest with me. This is Jawaan Blount. Jawaan, say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
All right, so we're going to get it right into the interview, go right into it. First of all, thank you for coming. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So I know that your sister was on the show not too long ago, K Dirt. So if y'all remember the girl with the wig who I thought was, what's his name? Joe Dirt. Yeah, I thought it was Joe Dirt at first, but anyway, it's K Dirt. But yeah, so that was his sister. She was on the show not too long ago. So thank you again for coming. And I want to talk about first. Let's talk about your career as far as you're an up and coming artist. So what has that been like for you? What is your journey, and why do you feel like that is your calling or your lane?
I mean, it's just something I love to do. I really don't care if I make it big or not.
Mm-hmm.
Just as long as somebody like it, I like it myself.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I don't even put out music, so it's more so for me. But I feel like if I were to put out more music, then I would blow.
Yeah. I've never heard anybody say that. I feel like that's a really like genuine, honest answer to be like, even if like everybody, if I don't make it, like somebody's going to hear it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we need more artists to be like, it's about the content. It's not about me trying to like, you know, do this and that, but it's about the content of who we want to reach. So that's what's up. That's really what's up. So one thing we have in common that, not to take away like really fast from the career or segue, but one thing we have in common is like, I have a sister who was also like, you know, a lesbian. And so what has been your like feel like what was your original like thought, and when I talked to your sister about it, she said that you were really supportive, of course, and I do see that you're supportive, but what was your original like thought? How did you feel? Did you feel like you needed to give an extra layer of protection? Did you feel like you didn't have to really protect her because she's not messing with guys? Like, what was your initial feeling about it?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. The first thing I was thinking, like, shit, that's why she be always with the bad bitches. She don't be with no regular female. She always with the baddest of them motherfuckers.
Right, right.
Like, shit, I can see why she doing that. Now she putting herself in position.
Right.
And then, I mean, nah, not really. I ain't never really felt like I had protected. Cause I mean, if you know her, you know her. So
yeah, and she can hold her own.
Yeah,
she can hold her own.
So,
and I haven't known y'all for that long, but she can hold her own. I can tell she can hold her own.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys are you guys from Atlanta?
No, we from Augusta.
Okay.
From Augusta.
So what was your transition to Atlanta? Because I'm not from Georgia, but I did go to Augusta before I even moved to Atlanta. I've been to Augusta like maybe once or twice. Mm-hmm. The story of why I was even in Augusta, we'll talk about that on another episode. But what was the transition like as far as you going from there to here, and then you establishing being the person that you want to be while you're here?
It was real different because, I mean, everybody was saying we was country. So
okay,
trying to adapt and get people to understand what we were saying.
That's like 3 hours away, right?
Yeah, but I guess it's a different dialogue.
Okay.
The area and whatnot. But, I mean, it was straight. It was pretty smooth. It's a lot different because it's, like I said, more country and it's just a little more.
Right.
This is the city life. It's like going from, I don't know how to explain it. It's just...
So I feel like I don't know if it's the same for you, but I'm from a small town. So it's like coming from a small town, like, you know, to a big city like this, to me, it's a big deal. It was a major adjustment, but it's always something I saw for myself. So is it something like a big city, like, you know, faster life? Is that something that you always saw for yourself? Or are you like, okay, I'll be in Atlanta for a little while, but I want to scale it back to something like more small town, more like country? Like, what do you see for yourself?
I just like to move around. So
yeah, so definitely fast life for you, city life for you.
City, but still I like to be in the country too. You ride dirt bikes, you ain't really got to worry about nothing. You go fishing,
right?
And stuff like that. But in the city, it's more like active, like,
right. So it sounds like you want the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like. All right, what type of women do you like?
All as long as you pretty and you thick, I'm straight.
Pretty and thick. What about personality? What about? I mean, because you want substance,
really
right?
To somebody's personality, like you can think it's something for a year, and then once you really, really get into that, then it'd be something totally different. So personalities could change based on who you with.
After a year?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they were faking it, like they were putting.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to really wait it out and see if it's genuine or if, you know, they just trying to put on the front so they can be next to you.
Okay, name 2 red flags.
For me, or just like
for you, like 2 red flags where, like, say you meet this girl, like, and would you say pretty and thick?
Yeah. So
she's pretty and she's thick. What are 2 red flags to be like?
She said she got to buy one of them cars to fill her phone up. I ain't with that. I don't like that at all. And if her feet, like, you gotta have pretty feet. I don't want to see no crusty, no hard ass feet. Cause if my feet ain't hard, and I ain't never got no pedicure and shit. Ain't no damn way your shit.
Right. Okay, that's fair. That's
That's what it is.
That's fair. All right. So for what would be your advice? And when you give this advice, I want you to look into that camera so that you can tell everybody, not just me, but for someone that is going from like, a smaller town to a major city to where things are a lot more fast paced and you want to get your message across. Like and again, like to repeat what you said earlier, it's not about the fame for you. It's about your message getting across. So what would be your advice to a young Jawaan, a young person that's like, okay, I'm coming from a small town. I just want to get my message out here. What would be your advice to them? Like what is something they have to do repetitively? What is something they have to do consistently to stick with? Like what is your advice to them?
Slow down. Don't live too fast. Cause you're gonna miss a lot of key details when you're doing certain things. Drop music consistently. If they like the first few songs you dropped out, just keep doing that. If they like the first few things you dropped out, just keep doing that. And then a lot more people gonna like it, and they gonna start telling more people, and eventually you'll blow. And I just chill out. Just chill out a little bit. You ain't gotta always be everywhere. Just stay back, perfect your craft, and then move around. Cause you can't do too much when you stuck somewhere.
So when you say perfect your craft, what is your balance like? Because the few times that I have been around y'all, like y'all are obviously very family oriented, love to have a good time, but also everybody has their daily life of this is our business, this is like our career, I'm working on this, working on that, doing this, doing that. So what does balance look like for you? And how do you feel like you do a good job of balancing your family life with your friends, your personal life, and all of that? Like what is the key to making sure that Jawaan is getting a little bit of everything that Jawaan wants?
Sleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. As long as I sleep, I can go wherever, do whatever with anybody.
Okay.
I just time it right.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily about the timing for whatever we're doing. It's just about if I can squeeze a nap in. If I can't get no nap, I probably ain't gonna be nowhere near.
So as long as you get your time to recharge, basically, then you're good.
Yeah. I need a lot of time to recharge.
Okay. I agree with that. Recharge is important. Like, and I was just having a conversation with my family to say, at times it's not me distancing myself, but it's me taking the time for myself that I need, whether that's for me to just sleep, whether that's for me to think, but that's my time to like unplug, because you're not going to get the Devin that everybody loves if I don't have that time to unplug. Exactly. Like now, like I'm mad, now I'm a bitch, now I have attitude, like I need that time to like.
Now we finna get everybody drunk because y'all want to get up. That's what's gonna happen. We finna get lit.
Right, which we get lit, that's cool. So I really enjoy like, having people on the show with like that are similar to me as far as like-minded in ways of being there for other people. And when I hear you say, okay, well, I need to recharge and I can keep going, then it's like, like I'm going to be the same person. Just give me my time. Give me a minute. And I think that's really important for people to be like, you can be everything for everybody, but you still have to take a minute to yourself. Like you still have to like take a minute to draw back, to be like, all right, I got to like realign, refocus, like think really quick, whatever. So I don't know if you saw the interview that I did with your sister, but I wanted her to ask me a question. So I want you to ask me a question. So if you don't have one now, then you can ask me later. But you should have known this was coming because you saw the interview with your sister.
You like the dirt wig?
I do like the dirt wig, but I was just confused at first.
What was your initial thoughts when you seen it?
Because I didn't know if she like bought it to be like, oh, I'm trying like a new style and this is like super cute. Or if she was purposely going for the Joe Dirt.
She ain't impressed when we first.
I no. I saw it at your house. I mean, at y'all's house. I saw it, but I didn't know when she first brought it out. She didn't introduce it, so she didn't be like, "Yo, I'm about to turn into my alter ego." She didn't be like, "I'm about to."
She might randomly just.
And that was a good thing, but I'm like, okay, is she feeling like I want to get super sexy, and now I'm a badass bitch with a mullet? Like I didn't know where she, like. Of course she is. Like, of course she is. But I just didn't know if it was like, okay, this is like giving alter ego, or you just like, I didn't know, like, cause I didn't, I met y'all before, but I hadn't met. Yeah, but after she explained it and she literally put that wig on, it was even more hilarious. I feel like your sister's funny in general. Like, I feel like it takes a funny person to know a funny person. Yeah. I feel like I'm a little funny. But, I enjoyed it. I really did. And I love the fact that she's like unapologetic about who she is. And I think that in this world, like it takes not only women, but it takes people like strong individuals to like really know who you are and be comfortable with that, and literally like walk in who you are. So like no matter what people are going to say, being confident about this is who I am, this is what I have to offer, and knowing what you bring to the table. And I feel like a lot of times people don't know what they bring to the table, and that's why they're not as confident. But you know, like, and I feel like even with you, like, you know, being like a straight man, and you know, the first time I met you and Tay brought me around, and you know, like, yeah, Tay is gay, but that's your cousin, that's family.
Yeah.
You know, but in response to me, somebody that you've never met, and you know, like other people that were there, like you treated us the same that you would treat anybody else. And that was me looking from that inside, looking on the inside. Like, I'm here, I'm around you, you know what I mean? Like, obviously you're a straight man, but you're like, the sexuality has nothing to do with the time that we're gonna have tonight. Like, we played games, we had a good time, whatever. So I definitely appreciated that, and I definitely want you to continue like being who you are, like definitely like being a genuine person. Like, you came on my show like without hesitation. I appreciate you having you here.
If you know you good, you don't really be tripping off all
Right,
that.
right.
You just be more open minded to how people are.
So what would you say to a person that is struggling with being around gay people?
I can't say nothing. That's them. I mean, you just let them feel how they feel. I can't say nothing to like make them want to change their mind or something that might influence it. Because we can say whatever, but if they still feeling like this, that's something within themselves they gotta overcome. So just feel how you feel until you feel different, I guess.
Right. All right. Are you gonna come on my show again?
Yeah, I'll pop out on the show again.
Okay. All right.
Next time I want to have one of my homeboys or something on there.
Oh yeah,
too,
for
so we can
for
talk
sure.
about that.
For sure, we can definitely make it like a group thing. So they're giving us a signal. I'm trying not to wrap it up, but they're giving us a signal. We gotta wrap it up. But really quick before we wrap it up. So just really quick, what do you want people to be on the lookout for from you? What can they expect? So I want you looking at camera, that one right there, because there's like multiple, but look in that one. Production said look in that one. So look in that one, and basically give your Instagram again, and then give people like what they can expect from you. Like what is your thing that's separating you from the other artists, other than the fact that you said you're not looking for fame. You want your message, and I've never heard anybody say that before. I've never heard anybody say that. So that really sticks with me and stands with me. So
I have a lot of new music coming out with Rondo Bands, with Luciano, Tree, and Skip. So be looking out for like a whole little collaboration mixtape with that. I don't really want to say I have a message, just different vibes and flows to however you feeling. So just come check me out. My Instagram is Pharaoh, PHAROH_Escobar. And that's it. And my exotic micro bullies too. If you're looking to buy exotic micro bully with good bloodline, good structure, good bone, follow Corn Cheese, Exotic Kindles. That's Corn Cheese, Exotic Kindles.
all right, so thank you again, Jawaan, for coming on the show. This is the part that I hate the most, y'all. It's time to go. Y'all know that I would literally talk all night. My guests and I could always talk all night, but we're going to go ahead and call it. So thank you again for tuning in. It's been a really good episode, really good interview, really good conversation. Definitely follow Jawaan and look up his business as well. Just be on the lookout for everything that he has coming up. And again, I promise you that you will never be disappointed with the guests that come and when you decide to follow them. So see y'all next time. Have a good one.
We out of here.